Let me use my 5 minutes to try to pack in as much as I can. First, let's get the issue of Daniel Chong, who was a 23-year-old who apparently was forgotten in a holding cell in San Diego after a decision was made not to charge him. Has anybody been disciplined as a result of this?
Well, thank you for asking about that incident, Mr. Chairman. I'm deeply troubled by the incident. DEA is deeply troubled by the incident. The incident was a mistake. It wasn't malicious and it wasn't intentional. And during our 39-year history as an agency, we're not aware that anything like that has ever happened. And like you, the entire agency was shocked by what happened. And no one's more shocked than the agents that were actually, and task force officers that were involved in the incident. Immediately upon learning about the incident, I ordered a review of our detention policies. We are currently fully cooperating with the Office of the Inspector General for Department of Justice, and they're conducting the investigation. But in the interim, I ordered the assessment. I felt compelled to send a management team from a neighboring field division, Los Angeles, down to review what had happened. And I've personally spoken with all 21 of our field division SACs. We've entered into discussion about how to make sure this doesn't happen anyplace else. We've put many different procedures in place already, and all 21 SACs have reviewed their policies and their procedures. They've initiated changes to ensure that this never happens again.
Okay, well, that's nice to know. Now, let's talk about Cartagena. The Secret Service has been very public in disciplining and, in fact, dismissing many of the agents who were involved in the prostitution scandal there. Have any of the DEA agents who were involved there been disciplined?
Well, let me say that this is I'm extremely disappointed by the conduct allegations in Colombia. These allegations are not representative of the 10,000 men and women that work for the DEA, and they don't.
Well, I'll stipulate that, and nor were the Secret Service agents who were involved in their end of this scandal of the people who work for the Secret Service. Most of them are dedicated, but the Secret Service moved quickly. I have not noticed that the DEA has moved quickly at all to deal with this.
Well, I can assure you we moved immediately, very quickly. As soon as information was given to me by the director of the Secret Service, I brought the agents in question out of country and made them available to the OIG. Now, it's not being investigated by DEA because the OIG has taken on the investigation. We are cooperating with them and making everybody available, all witnesses, and are assisting them wherever possible. The action that I could take, however, was I curtailed their tours in Colombia. They are presently on limited duty. While the investigation is taking place, OIG is still completing interviews, so it's not really appropriate for me to prejudge the results, okay. But I guarantee you that they will face, if there was misconduct, they will face our disciplinary process.
Now, have you investigated Mr. Colson's allegations relating to Fast and Furious? And if so, what's been the result there?
Well, I can tell you that too is still under review by the OIG. We're all interested in resolution there so we can find out who knew what, when, and where. As far as Mr. Colson, you should know that we understand that he retracted his statements. And so we are waiting for the OIG review.
Now, was the part of the statement that Mr. Colson said, quote, guns were actually getting in the hands of criminals, unquote, part of what he retracted?
I believe he retracted all his statement. He said he was misquoted and retracted it. Beyond that,
Well, I think
I'm
we
not
know
aware.
that guns have been getting in the hands of criminals. So, well, let me say, Ms. Lenhart, I think your answers have been inadequate in all three. There's been no discipline. The OIG works at its own pace. The Secret Service did take very, very quick action when the scandal came to light. And I will accept the suggestion that the ranking member of the full committee, Mr. Conyers, has made to have another hearing. The gentleman from Virginia, Mr.